It's the Cable
I think I'm gonna grab this Saga, pack one, pick one. I think Saga and Mana Drain are like about on the same level. Maybe Mana Drain's a little bit better than this cube. Yeah, Nyx, it's that's like what I assumed and what everybody verified at the time. you're a little late. Chatting with a mighty delay there. Absolutely not Rumble Tumble. Yeah, if you're in my draft, you shouldn't even be in the stream. Yeah, don't do that. Well, Portal did win a game. We just passed Tinker, didn't we? There's some. Oh no, it was Show and Tell. We passed Show and Tell. Yeah, take the Portal. I guess. Oh, I'm sorry, Nyx. No, I didn't read your whole thing. You're saying it won't remove the counter, but it will cause the creature to lose the ability granted? Where'd you find that? Sorry, I just assumed you were saying the same thing as everybody else. You dumb for thinking Mystic Forge sucks most of the time? Well, most of the time, you're playing a deck with like 2 artifacts in it, so of course it would suck. But if you can put some thought process into your deck, if you can have a deck of mostly artifacts, whoo, boy, that baby can hum. So I recommend drafting Mystic Forge, but draft it with some artifacts, and then it can be pretty good. Just a little streamer tip here. Well, there's your problem. All right. I'm going to take this Metamorph. I like Metamorph a lot in this cube. Ooh, a little Ballista action. Really hoping for workshops, right, with this, with the way I'm drafting here. Oh, thanks for that tip, Bill. Ooh. I think Workshops is better in this deck than Academy, but obviously we want them both, That's the plan tomorrow now. To me, my artifacts, to me. There are no artifact lands in. Yeah, I think I'm the only one the values Gemstone Caverns as highly as I do. Like #1 Gemstone Caverns drafter on Moto. I'm fine with that. You notice I don't take Jace the Mind Sculptor anymore? Sometimes I do. The issue with it in this cube is that you don't have a ton of time to dirtle. So it's not like a bad card, but it's not like a premium card. Yeah, I grabbed the Colonnade over the 2/1 Looter with the idea that we end up blue-white a solid amount of the time. Hello, Sol Ring. Quite the good pickup there. Yeah, I think there's some decks where Gleamox and Black Lotus are better than Sol Ring. I think it actually might be most decks in this cube, but this is certainly a shell where Sol Ring is best. Look at this monster of a curve, right? We got something for the Saga to grab. That's always good. Best possible open. The Sol Ring? Yeah. Also makes Academy look a lot more attractive. When we see that one. I think Teferi is a better card than Palantir, but I'm going to keep the artifact train running. We don't want anybody else homing in on my turf here. Thinking the artifacts are open. Hey, Max Reed, thanks for 24 months there, the 2 years. Happy 2nd birthday! Looking at Remand, thinking about Mirage Mirror. I've kind of dug the mirror. It's a nice, like, versatile card, especially if you have the mana, right? This deck should definitely have the mana. Like, it's something to do with, like, Mightstone, Weakstone mana and stuff. You want a Shadow Spear and a Toidle? Yeah, that'd be fine. Shadow Spear, fetchable with Urza Saga. Care a lot more about workshops and Academy. I think I'm gonna grab that there Battle Sphere right there. Seems like a fine one for us to be ramping into. Time Vault is indeed in this version, yeah. Zerda is not playable in your Urza Saga deck, friends. If you just, like, always assume that Zerda is bad for companioning, you will save yourself a whole lot of heartbreak. Ooh. Let's get that Gadgeteer, huh? Nice little draw engine with the rest of the deck. Potential infinite mana. Comboner. Oh, you just want to play it in the 40? Sure, sure. Fair enough. I like me an Aether Spellbomb. Another card for the Saga to grab. I'm going to grab Karn here, though. When you're doing the Urza Saga thing and spitting out some Karn Structs, it's nice to just keep on making Karn Structs, huh? 4 10-10s better than 2 8-8s. Oh, shit. Is this the fabled Paradoxical Outcome deck? We have Soul Ring, which plays well with it, and Basalt Monolith, which plays well with it. We need a couple more, like Grim Monolith or Mana Vault or something. But I think it's the pick here regardless. Everybody must get Mind Stoned. Yeah, I like Otawara. I think I'm going to grab the City of Traders. That's what I'm going to do. Stage and Saga so rarely comes together. I don't really like having Thespian Stage in my deck. Oh shit, what up? United by Paste, thanks to the Saw, thanks to 16 months. Thopter Sword, I'm not huge on it. Slow down the cube a little bit, I like it a lot more. Don't have as much time for it to come together against aggro. And there's a lot of combo decks in this cube. There's more than average. And they just, like, you don't want to be the person making 1/1s and your opponent's, like, storm comboing you or whatever. This is pack 3. This is, like, the one deck that I don't like Chrome Mox in. We have a few token generators for Staff of the Storyteller. The Karn, the Urza Saga. It's interesting. I kind of dig Probe. Maybe I should just take a fetch, huh? Just grab Misty. Yeah, we don't have the blue count for Force Negation. Mental Misstep could be a sideboard card. If we had Academy, I'd be looking at this Kiora. Or if we had Stoneforge, then the College of Complete, maybe. Let's just grab this for Fiend's Tower. Something for the Misty to grab. Hey, there we are. There's the workshops. Seasoned Dungeoneer still in there, huh? Tricky little pack here. It's an excellent balance deck. But there's also Comet. A very splashable Comet, right? We got some red mana from that Talisman of Conviction. I think I'm going to take the balance. I'm going to balance it up. Yeah, Relic of Sauron makes red too. Currently we need like 3 more playables. That should be easy, Chromatic Stars, 1 more artifact to stash in play. Be fine. Thinking about a Hallowed Fountain. The Tez is almost interesting, Ooh, I think I dig this E-Tutor. That's what I think. Yeah, between the Urza Saga and the E-Tutor, we're just going to have a lot of Sol Ring games, which I don't like any of this. I'm going to throw Revoker on the board. Expedition map to find workshop. Yeah, it's a idea, but then you're like playing the map on turn 1 and sacking it on turn 3. And now you have a turn 4 workshop. The reason workshop is good is because it's giving you Black Lotuses from turn 1, baby. Just like fucking bam. Very jealous of this broadside bombardiers, whoever's getting it. Don't think I like Sam here. The creature count's really low for Smuggler's Copter is the issue, but I'm going to grab it anyway. And then I guess we're taking Staff. Oh, I could take Council's Judgment. Have, like, any removal at all. I kind of dig that. How are we doing on playables? We're at, like, exactly enough. I was going to throw Misstep in the sideboard. Yeah, if nobody has Time Vault, Tez is always going to wheel. It's not a very good card. Yeah, if we had Academy, I would like the map. I'm not sure I like it here. I guess I find Saga. How many drafts have I done, though, Jidahem? Having Gleamox be the literal only card that I haven't seen is not very likely, I don't think. Well, yeah, I mean, it helps you play your cards faster, Durkee Turkey, but the card's got to be good, right? Do I have a recap of how many hours I streamed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Twitch gives you some stats, and then, I mean, you can look that up with Solinome. Solinome's pretty good for that. It's fun to, like, go to the Magic category and muck around, too. But if you just want to see how much I streamed over the last 365 days... Looks like I have 1,909 hours streamed in the last 365 days. Yeah. Is Moonsnare prototype good in a deck like this? Yeah, it'd be better if we had Academy for like the cheap artifact. But it just being something to play early on before you balance is pretty good. And then it's like a ramp spell that's not a dead top deck, right? That's the issue with most ramp spells. You draw your Talisman of Conviction on turn Infinity, and you're like, ah, shit. You draw Moonsnare, and you're like, oh, sweet, I get to Submerge the best thing. So I like it. It's like kind of rinky-dink early. It's not very good early, but... Or, I'm sorry, it's not like busted, but... Better in the late game than most... It's sort of like Mindstone like that, right? Where it's... Some fast mana that is better than a Talisman late game. Hell yeah, Bill. So I'm going to cut the Rafine's Tower. I'm going to think a little bit about... I don't think I want Soul Guide Lantern and Ghost Vacuum in the main deck. I think I'm going to cut the Ghost Vacuum to the sideboard. I'm not sure about the map either. I think I'm going to cut the Paradoxical Outcome. I think it's a little too Feast or Famine. Like I said, if we gotten like a Grim Monolith or a Mana Vault, like one more card that plays well with it, right? Mana Crypt, that sort of thing. Only having two things is going to be rough. And then we can think a little bit about this Tez. What's Tez doing? Probably tutoring up Mystic Forge. Just being a 5-mana Mystic Forge. That doesn't sound bad, but it's not castable off of Workshop, right? Like every other artifact in the deck. Makes me think that we don't want the Tez in here. And this is a deck. Sol Ring kinds of count as a land, yeah. And Saga replaces itself with Sol Ring. This is fine, though. They're recommending 5 blue sources. I probably want more than that, I guess it's only 2 blue cards. Basically a splash for Gadgeteer. Maybe 6 is good. 9 white sources. 9 white sources is about right. Let's go 10-7. It's fine, right? Could go 11-6. And that'd be fine, too. Brandy, of course. That is Wisconsin style, of course. I am going to lose to that. Well, at least they're flipping their own werewolf back, I guess. Oh, they're not. All right, fair enough. This is a very slow hand. Potentially should have been considered for a maul. I kept it off the balance. Might have been wrong, who knows. Well, this game just got interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, actually, do I want to be metamorphing this turn? I feel like I don't. Or balancing this turn, rather. The land stayed the same. It's just like literally just a removal spell for the werewolf. Maybe it's fine. I guess they would discard a card. Ooh, yeah, don't do that at Maximus. Yeah, backseaters are just going to get timed out now, and if you do it multiple times, you'll get banned. I'm going to start keeping track of who's doing it. I think, like, multiple verbal warnings is enough, huh? Tar and feathering. Yeah, that's basically what's happening. Tarred and waxed? Oh, don't get crazy. Don't get crazy with it. Untapping their vault, not their one ring. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to regret casting that balance. My opponent floods the board with critters. Oh, where were they at, Dragonheart? The last time I heard about them marching in Madison, I found out way too late. I think somebody should be there, like, throwing eggs and shit. Ohio, yeah. Well, eggs, rotten tomatoes, it's like the perfect situation, huh? Like what those things were invented for. Alright, let's play this Mystic Forge. We're looking for Basalt Monolith for the Zerda. Oh my. Yeah, Baraboo is one of those, like, small backwards Wisconsin towns. Certainly have plenty of those. Kira untapping Nadu to draw a card. You love it. I guess untapping the One Ring draws you more cards. Maybe what I would have done. Maybe they just need another mana, but then untapping the Mana Vault's better. I don't know. Yeah, opponent's got a lot of mana untapped. Has me a little concerned. I think they just win, right? Well, we can play the Palantir and see if Basalt Monolith's underneath it. Seems unlikely. Hello. Kind of seems like I get to win, huh? Kind of wonder what their hand looks like. Maybe it's just all lands. Well, I'm gonna make a bit extra mana here. I think I want to lead on Portal, because that might eat a counter where the Zerta did not. One ballista for 16. Yeah, hopefully they don't think I'm slow rolling there. Like I thought I had a good reason to play the 9-drop first. The opponent holding 6 mana up, right? Kind of wild they won that one. Opponent's start was gassy. They had that turn 1 looter that flipped into a draw engine. Yeah, I don't hate Stern Scolding against them. I don't know what I would cut for it though. Maybe this Soul Guide Lantern. I'll save it. I'll save that switch for on the play. You didn't know I was this big of a streamer? Yeah, right? I need to fucking get on a diet or some shit. Start watching my calorie intakes. Oh, KRL, you have been bamboozled. You have been messaged by a con person on Discord. I will never message you on Discord. That is someone impersonating me to try and swindle you out of your money. You should report them. Is what you should do. It won't do anything because Discord's moderation is ass. But that is what that is. Yeah, no problem, KRL. Good luck out there. Well, here's some fucking fast mana, huh? Here's some fucking fast mana. Yeah, good on you for checking out the Twitch channel before handing over your credit card details. First Amendment extremism, yeah, Sertaglo. Well, it's their right to impersonate people and scam our users. Yeah, is it? Is that their right? What's the scam? They just impersonate people. It's not a very intelligent scam. They've been doing it to Aspiring Spike and Amy the Amazonian and a few other streamers that I know too. They just use it to like push streaming mentorship services. Just their scam bullshit sites. Yeah, exactly, Sertaglo. Nothing complicated. Correct, Hypnite. If anyone messages you out of the blue on Discord, it's 99% of the time a scam. I don't know whether Karn should be drawing cards here or down-ticking. I guess we just lose it, if we down-tick. Oh, that's a good force figure. That's upsetting. Alright, I'll draw a card. I think I'm going to hold on to this Plains to potentially loot away with this Copter. What if I cash in, or downtick Karn for the Expedition map, use that to go get Saga, start making some real pressure, huh? Looks like I would lose the Karn. Unless they're hitting me. They can't loot unless they hit me, right? See if the Gadgeteer resolves before I do anything drastic. Okay. Yeah, right, Sertaglo. I read an article about that, about how scammers have been like more and more playing the long game. They just like sit at home and like cold message people. Like, hey, I found your briefcase, like just like random numbers. And then the person responds like, oh, it's not mine, you got the wrong number. They're like, oh, my bad. And then they like do like some socialization thing. I'm like, hey, I just thought of the briefcase incident the other week and made me think of you and how well you handled it, and shit like that. They just like slowly grow a repertoire with a person, and they're sending out like hundreds and hundreds of these cold calls, and they just like have a list of their conversations that they've had with everybody, and they're just doing that full time, just full time scammerinos. And then like months down the line, after they've like stoked the pot, then they finally started like, hey, I got this fucking financial opportunity. Didn't want you to miss out. Hey, Old Man Kinzer, thanks for 65 months there. And Quickstar09, thanks for the sub, thanks for 42 months. Appreciate you. Hope you're well, Caleb, and have had a great day. It's been a pretty good day, Quickstar. It's been a pretty good day. Had a great date last night. Drinking some delicious nog. Playing some sweet games at Cube. I'm in my happy place for sure. John Oliver did a whole show on those games. Nice. I mean, yeah. I think I watched like half of John Oliver, so. But I generally like his work. Distilling larger subjects down into a bite-sized package. You love the YouTuber guy that scams the scammers? Yeah, I've seen some good ones of him. The guy like screaming on the other end of the line. Do not redeem, yeah. One initiative, please. Alright, what are we doing here? So I don't want to crack 2 artifacts, because then my construct will be too small. But I would like to play this thing this turn. Oh man, maybe I should have gotten another flyer, huh? Just go get the fucking creature land. Oh well. Sure. Do I have any dating advice? Let somebody else know where you're going to be at. Never go to a second location. Don't cheat. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. So they've got that initiative thing going now, huh? Yeah, I wonder if getting Colonnade would have just won this fucking game. Hey, Den Cake, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 9 months. Appreciate you. Is E-Tutor interesting? I think it is. Is activating Saga here a big waste of time? I don't think so. Especially might bait out that, I just see what people post or Toglo. What people share with me in like the Discord and stuff. Yeah, they can go to kill it with their thinger, but that would just make infinite in response. I want to metamorph here. That could also induce an activation. How much mana do I need, huh? Looking for that ballista, huh? That walking ballista. I ain't concerned. Yeah, we got the Relic of Sauron activation, which is going to look at 3 cards, and these clue tokens are going to look at another 3 cards, which is half of my deck. And then if we find more artifacts, that'll be more redraws. Yeah. And that just gets us there, huh? And then this could have drawn 3 more cards. This could have drawn 1 more. This could have drawn 1 more. So even if this card wasn't the ballista, we were going to get there this turn, right? I think this hand's fine. It's not amazing, but we do have this Gemstone Caverns, huh? Wait, is it not letting me do the thing? Okay, no, here we go. Oh, they mulled to 6, I see. Well, I also mulled to 6. Against a whole state? Yeah, it's just South Dakota. It's like a 1/5 of a normal state. Ooh. Turn 1 Voidwalker. South Dakota heard me shit talking here. This is a good ass unmask, huh? Wow, Tybalt. That was uncalled for. That was a rude statement. Based on volume, Wisconsinites are more people than the rest of y'all. We got y'all beat. That's really the way to measure everything. Okay, so if I rip a creature here, I get to clear my own card. That's not bad, huh? That's not bad. Did South Dakota draft Badlands? Amazing. Where are Wisconsinites in comparison to Minnesotans? A little bit to the east, Epic Legion. I like those easy questions. Wisconsin clears Minnesota and cheese and spotted cow alone. I think it's closer than that. All that, Tybalt. Minnesota gets to have a border with Canada, and also gets to share the shore of Lake Superior, and doesn't have to touch the shore of Lake Michigan. Wisconsin does get a lot more superior, though. One thing Minnesota has going for it is legalized marijuana, which Wisconsin's basically in the fucking dark ages over here. Completely surrounded by states that have legalized weed, but the tavern lobby just has a stranglehold on our government. And that might change. That might change in the next 8 years or so, but we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. Minnesota legalized, like, almost on accident, Cole. There was a bill that that the Dems put through that, like, managed to legalize edibles. And a lot of Republicans voted for it because they didn't know what the fuck they were voting on. So there was a while where Minnesota had legalized edibles, but no other form of marijuana. And then they eventually updated it. So, cheers to Minnesota Republicans not knowing how to read. You have accidentally done your state a service. Ooh. Despite your own judgment. No idea, disgruntled gamer. Probably pretty easy to look up, though. Someone's got to answer this Emperor Bones. There's an Archon underneath there now. We got to leave the Zerd up to activate the Copter on the opponent's turn here, I think. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm into that. Do I want to crack the clue? I don't think I want to shock myself to crack the clue token. Oh, I don't need to shock myself to crack the clue token. Yeah, let's just play this. Yeah. I didn't do the math on whether or not they had lethal this turn. I probably should have done that, before tapping my blocker. Or I guess serving like, in my last turn. 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, they've got Xaxes, Xaxes is pretty good. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to not serve with the Copter, and then the Zerda could be untapped to prevent the Construct from serving here. Oh no, then the Gadgeteer would be untapped for the same reason. Because we need the Gadgeteer. We need the Gadgeteer to pop off. But anyway, we're dead. If only I'd done the math. It would have been pretty good, too. We would have been able to draw into that, I think. Or no, we would have drawn the shops and the plains. I wouldn't have had a crack for it. Would have had to jump next turn. Well, I guess I would have exiled, Exile, go down to 1, maybe, then crack Clue. Let's get this Ghost Vacuum in, Let's get a second Graveyard Hate spell in this. And I think that's it. I think that's all I need. But I do need to figure out a cut. I guess map. We'll get map out. I like balance in the opener, but the hand's a little slow, I'm going to send it back. There's something to play in the Ghost Vacuum turn 1 and just like having the Graveyard Hate down. I figured we're likely fine doing this. Just makes the hand a lot smoother, right? Now we can play Palantir next turn. Cry about it, Savage Sunday. This way I won't forget to put Gemstone Caverns in after I win this and play game 3 on the draw. Very cool, Garrett Jenks. Ooh, let's just play the Mystic Forge, huh? Palantir is good to get rolling, but Mystic Forge is just always good. Left on top of that theater. I want to play the Palantir. I don't really want to play the Palantir while they've got this Emperor Bones here, you know? I'm just going to Council's Judgment. I think that's fine. We might end up regretting it if they play like a sneak attack next turn, but the Emperor Bones could be put them in a spot where they get to do like 2 Reanimator things per turn, right? Because it's an onboard one. Could overload my Ghost Vacuum that way. Oh man, we're a mana away. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, let's play this. Get that Dothy off the board, huh? And then next turn we've got mana for the Battlesphere if we want to. If that's the thing we want to do. Hell yeah, Soulscarred. Can't they only get 1 creature per combat step? Yep, but if you let them untap with the reanimation on board Bardaboos, they might be able to play another reanimation effect. Like, for example, if I respond with this Ghost Vacuum, then they might go Entomb, play another reanimation effect, and blow me out. I think I'm just going to activate the Ghost Vacuum anyway. I think that's what I'm going to do. And if I get got, I get got. So when I'm talking about overloading my Ghost Vacuum with their creature, I'm not talking about it doing it by itself. I'm talking about it being an onboard way. They would just need to play one more thing to do so, right? Yeah. Get baited me. How big a problem would Voidwalker have been with his Mere Battlesphere and Portal to Phyrexia chilling around? Kind of a big fucking problem, I think. There's like almost no removal in my deck. Fuck. Yeah, we have 7 mana available. Really want to be able to play this Portal. I don't think I can, though. I was hoping to hit some mana this turn. I think Phyrexian Metamorph might be my only out here. Not great. Not a great out. Yeah, like, so if I let them have the Voidwalker, then I play this Mere Battlesphere, and then they get the Mere Battlesphere. And then my Portal to Phyrexia looks like dog shit, because they have a bunch of Mere tokens. I just would have lost to that, right? Currently, yeah, my only out is Metamorph on Archon, so they play another creature, and they should be in a good spot. Well, that's not what that is. Hey, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and exile the Archon now. If they got an instant speed reanimation, we'll be getting around that. Like they play sorcery speed reanimation, we go to respond, they corpse dance, kill me, that sort of deal. It'd be different if there were a bunch of awesome things in the graveyards currently. Toxic for 6, sure. I just like how a misclick on this just kills you. Some quality backup nonsense here. This is sorcery, right? Yeah. Might as well jam it. There was indeed other stuff under there. Kennedy wins. And now, of course, we got to remember to leave in Gemstone Caverns. Very important to remember to leave that in on the draw. A lot of streamers would forget that. They would they'd forget and accidentally board it out. Very important to remember to leave it in. Yeah, I like Stern Scolding. I don't know. I don't know what I would cut though. They just got some annoying ass creatures. Hello. The sphere is the 4/7 Vandwidge, or the 8/7 when it's attacking. The little 1/1s are the mirror that make up the sphere. All hail the mirror sphere. How close are we to this battle sphere? We have 4 mana in play, City of Traders. Jacks it up to 6. Maybe a turn 3 battle ball, huh? Can't play Gadgeteer next turn, though. Can't play my 3-drop on 3. Mana's not that good. Oh, god damn it. Oh, well, maybe that's okay. We'll see how we draw, huh? Okie dokie. Oh yeah, tomorrow now? Not familiar. The South Dakota did indeed draft Badlands. Amazing. I wonder why they started with the troll bin. 1 second, folks. Yeah. I have successfully retrieved my Taco Bell. I already played my land, right? Damn. What I ordered? Should be a couple of burritos in here. Yum. Obviously, you want to get the Soul Guide Lantern down against your Reanimator opponent. Obviously. But they didn't reanimate last turn. And this is pretty good, right? Feels good. You want Taco Bell? Well, you can't have any. This is mine. You know, I've decided I don't want to loot. So, I mean, You're right, I apologize. You can have a bite, chat. You can have a bite of my burrito. We can share. Fricus says you just got Taco Bell in Australia. Seems okay, but the meat isn't the same as it looks in the USA. Well, pretty much every country, every first world country out there has more stringent meat standards than the USA does. Taco Bell in particular actually got sued because there wasn't enough meat in their quote unquote meat. It was like a soy product, like they false advertising. Anyway, they had to change their menu. Try to pump the Battlesphere. I mean, I guess we're just eating the orc token and dealing 1 more damage, whereas if we crew the copters, 3 more damage. It's probably better. It's because they have higher quality ingredients that they have less freedom. Yeah. The freedom is for the corporations feeding us swill. That's the freedom there. The freedom to have medical debt. Yeah, great. Wouldn't want to give up all these freedoms. Everyone say thank you to your corporate overlords. Thank you, corporate overlords. Hey, Jojo Simeon, thanks for the sub. Thanks to 82 months there. Jojo says the reason for the difference is actually that down in Australia, Taco Bell is run by the alien fast food conglomerate from Bad Taste. Oh. Jojo Simeon with the details there. Oh, we're in the finals? We're in the finals? Look at this. Not now, obviously, but 40 years ago, 40 years down the line. What's everyone's worst fast food near them? The KFC I've had in Madison has been atrocious. Just very consistently made me feel ill. And I haven't had that experience with like every KFC. I think it's a matter of like local standards. Like if the managers care about their employees washing their hands, you're gonna be fine. And if they don't give a fuck, then you're not gonna be fine. And it doesn't matter if it's a KFC or a Taco Bell or a McDonald's or whatever. That's my own personal theory. Playing out the Basalt Monolith is bad if we draw workshops, because workshops can convert... Basalt Monolith can convert workshops mana into real mana off of it. But we don't have like a lot of uses for real mana in this deck anyway. It's like almost all artifacts. And if I play the Monolith this turn, it's still 3 minutes on tap it on a future turn, and then it's stored in play. I've got 2 cards in the deck that go infinite with it. It's stored in play, which I think is safer than in my hand against someone that could have like Hymn to Torox and Dresses and stuff. So I wouldn't always play out the Basalt Monolith in this spot. Just explaining why I am here. When eating it, you stick with the best fast food, Culver's. Culver's is solid. It's a little heavy. The fact that they like grill their buns in butter, it's a bit heavy. I've stopped eating their burgers. I've stopped eating their butter burgers. I still have their chicken sandwiches. And now I get ice cream from them rarely. Like I used to get cheese curds and ice cream from them like semi-regularly. It's not actually ice cream, it's something else. Okay, whatever. And now it's like more of a rare treat sort of deal. Hey, Ad is now, thanks to the sub, thanks to 89 months there. Ad is now says 3 days left of work in 24, and then I'm off to Spain for the rest of the year. Oh, sick, Ad is now. Hope you have a great time in Spain. The Eating Skydiver unkicked on this board has got to feel miserable. They must really want to crew that copter, huh? How did the rug deck earlier turn out? I think that deck went 2-1. Had some cool games. The best thing about Long John Silver's is that they sometimes have an A and W. I think that's accurate. I think that does sound accurate to me. Ooh, some hot ballista action. Let's Might Stone and Weak Stone. Just draw a couple here. Well, I'm certainly blessed then, Toastface Killer. And then I'm just going to ping their 2-1 before they take a turn. So if they want to crew their copter, they have to play another card here. But not just 8-7 damage. I have a feeling that they're going to let me draw next time. What's my favorite kind of fish? I like whitefish. I like that it's, and I know that's like a few different kinds of fish, but something that's lighter tasting that can absorb the herbs and flavors that you're cooking with. And my least favorite kind of fish is northern pike, because of all the tiny little bones. Very obnoxious fish to all the local fishermen where I grew up, like, really coveted the northern pike because it was the largest fish that you could catch in the area. And man, it is not the best, not a very good, as they say. Just personal preference, of course. Did I see the new iguana they found in Lake Michigan? I have not. Do you got a link? Hunting in packs? Is that like a... like an invasive species or something? I guess I want that. You do read as someone that would know how to bone out a fish killer. Did Troy McClure teach you that? All right. What was I doing? Trying to play a ballista, I think. I'll play the relic first. Why not? Yeah, I was just making an inappropriate joke. Totally unwarranted. You know, it's a funny joke because I had to explain that it was in fact a joke. Hey, Kiefer16, thanks for the sub, thanks for 41 months there, appreciate you. Why'd I play a City of Traders instead of a Plains? Because I wanted the mana. It's an aggressive orc. Oh, I see. Sure. So the issue here, one of the many issues here, is that we are dead to a creature to crew the copter, huh? If we can live a turn, we'll probably find them. Looks like lethal to me, huh? They grew the copter, put the Umazawas on it. I'm only at 5, huh? Seems like a matchup where my opponent's not doing dedicated graveyard things to the Soul Guide Lantern, but they've got enough value creatures that maybe the Ghost Vacuum could be sick. I'm currently at -1 mana, and I think that might just be fine. Oh, no, let's cut map. Let's go minus map plus one of these. That's a mold me. It was pretty close, though. Like the moon thing or whatever, the prototype could attach for mana, and then you got the 1 land in the opener, and then you got infinite mana with a Basalt Monolith and one of the 2/3 drops. So it was a hand that I think I would have kept that last hand on the draw. Unfortunately, we are on the play. Kind of hate this one. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, grab some water. I'll be back in a minute. All right. Sorry about the delay there. You gotta go though, huh? You gotta go. Oh. That Tameo looks like it's gonna fuck me up a little bit. I guess I can go like Judgment into Relic maybe. You play the Mystic Forge here, you're not going to be able to get value off of it anyway. So I'm just going to Relic, develop a bit, and the next turn I can play Mystic Forge and maybe even play something else off the top of the library, huh? You'd like to bally out Balance? Yeah, right? The Balance would be pretty solid here. Well, that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, let's jam that one. Now, the Mystic Forge gets hit by cards like Spell Pierce and Miscalc. Ooh, E-Tutor and Mystic Forge could be sweet. Next turn, that would give us 8 mana. Not quite enough to play Portal, but I could play Battlesphere off the top. Might be reasonable. We do not have top, no. Oh, man. Kinda wish I had tap to exile the planes now. But at the time, I was happy to make my land drop here. One nice thing about this Mirage Mirror is that it can be a 4/4. Potentially threaten to eat one of my opponent's attackers. Oh, do they just have a draw 7 to pair with the Board Masters? Because that'd be a pretty clean lethal here. Yep. Alright, you win. Damn. Yeah, rewarded in that Stern Scolding for just such that occasion, but didn't have it there. Yeah, our draw game 3 was just too slow, right? I didn't like the idea of mulling to 5 on the play, but I don't know. Yeah, I was supposed to. The Balance in the deck and the Workshops in the deck are 2 cards that can make up for some very low mulligans. You can win on mulls to 3 and 4 sometimes. That said, it's not like the opener was unplayable, right? It was just like lands, one removal spell, draw engine, and stuff. So if the opponent also had a very slow draw, and theirs wasn't blisteringly fast, but, you know, we didn't get there. Obviously.